Hey guys, how are you all doing? Today I'm bringing back another weapons showcase, so pretty much I've just got some gameplay and we'll talk about the weapon a little bit. The weapon in question today is the new GKS SMG. It came out with the new update, and I know that everyone gets really hyped for new weapons, so now that it's here I'm going to be going over it, seeing if it's worth evaluating it, and just telling you guys a bit about it. The gameplay in the background is just a quick hardpoint game I recorded. I really like this mode, even though the spawns flip a bit crazy, and I'm still working on memorizing the hardpoint movements. As you can see, I guessed it pretty well right there, but this isn't always the case. I sometimes get it completely wrong, but there's some great graphs on Reddit if you want to have a look at that. Anyway, let's now get into the weapon. So we'll look at the damage first. It starts out as a 4-shot kill out to about 20 meters, and then after that drops off to 5 and then 6. This is pretty standard, I'd say, for most range automatic weapons in this game, and because it's an SMG, you've got a bit of a bonus of you can put a long barrel on it if you want. I haven't checked the stats for that, but that will make it better. The fire rate is quite slow at about 600 rounds a minute. There's 25 shots in the magazine by base, and with an extended mag that bumps it up to 33. I'm running that in the video, and I would always recommend that for this weapon. I don't have exact numbers, but I do believe the ADS speed and the movement speed for this weapon to be pretty good, which is on par with most other SMGs in the game. Your SMGs are your mobility weapons, so you want to stay moving fast when you're running one. This gun also has very low recoil, so all these stats combined together make it a generally sort of mid to longer range SMG. Now I know some of you may be thinking, if you want a range weapon, why don't you just run, or for medium range, why don't you just run sort of like an assault rifle or an LMG? Well, they're obviously perfectly valid and normal choices, but what the GKS offers is a weapon that can sort of reach out to medium range, but it has the SMG advantages. So I've already talked about the mobility, but it also has a good hipfire, so if you get caught off guard at close range, you can spray just that little bit faster without having to ADS. And also when you get caught in those mid-range fights where you want to do some strafing or dodging, that fast movement speed, even without stock when you're ADSing, is quite good. You guys can test this out yourself. You'll find it to be even as fast as some of the assault rifles with stock modes. This makes it quite versatile, and honestly, you can take a lot of fights with this weapon, but just make sure to avoid those really long range ones. Usually the only people trying to take those picks are people with very good tap fire, or they're running sniper rifles, so make sure to be careful of that. In terms of my attachment setup, I run extended mag, long barrel, and foregrip on this. No, sorry, quick draw instead of foregrip. So extended mag I've already mentioned. 25 rounds is really not a lot, and you'll be running out fast, so that extra 8 rounds really helps. In terms of quick draw, I always like having that extra ADS speed. I feel like it's almost like, not quite, but almost like a boost to your time to kill if you have to scope it and then start shooting. I run that on pretty much every weapon, and because this is more of a medium range SMG, I like long barrel just for that range boost. Those are the sort of fights I'll be trying to take. In terms of my overall evaluation, while this weapon is fairly workable, I wouldn't consider it in the top tier of weapons, even at the range it's given at. I know weapons like the LK24 and obviously the ASM-10 at the moment, but before that gets nerfed. And even options like the AK-117, if your recoil control is alright, and the AK-47 will be a little bit better in a medium range engagement. If you want to be able to reach out and touch people still though, while still going with a fast weapon, this is a perfectly viable choice, and that's probably that sort of sweet spot that it's trying to hit. Anyway, that's all I got for today. If you enjoyed, please subscribe, and thank you. See you all in the next one.